It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
CJ may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate, it wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It will be must-see TV.
A tight end in motion now. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of opening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, Stroud. Cut by Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On play action, here's Stroud. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So that brings them to third down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye of the sky to the line, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun now for Stroud. It's tipped away. It's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show. As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Herbert now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Herbert now to throw on third. He has the first over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He has it at the 13. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward to the 23. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. keeping it with Mixon. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. Into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Chargers get their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Sticking with Edwards here. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Motioning him from the slot right. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. To the air this time, Herbert. The screen pass falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going right side, mixing with it. No one around. He's got space. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans now lead by 10. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Hurst there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Herbert from the gun. Finding Hurst. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, Herbert rifles it, and it's caught. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's a handoff here to Edwards. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
J.K. Scott on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into traffic, complete. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Texans with a 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. Digs there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stroud. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached halftime, and it's a comfortable 11-point lead for him at the break. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, We have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert back to throw. He's got it. Room to run. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That throw finds Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Caught by the open man. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
A give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completed here to Johnston. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Sending the tight end in motion left. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. This one's caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, the offense is looking for a possible touchdown, Kate. It's the defense that's stolen the mojo with that stop. This is how they teach you to defend the goal line.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Pass caught by Mixon. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Got a man over the middle, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do, but I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
The Texans set to punt. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now they face 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Back to the air, Herbert. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Edwards. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Taken from the 49. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The visitors and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. That is caught downfield on the right side. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, he's going to run for it. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now it's Stroud. The throw is caught. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chargers 13.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Ball at the 33 for first down. Herbert from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Working quickly here. 2nd and 3. That's complete to Dobbins.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursuit, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Herbert throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. It's Herbert once more. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers facing a 15-point deficit. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. Finding Hurst. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. He completes it in traffic. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Here he is to throw. Has it in close. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. To throw. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. L.A. uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Mixon on the counter. He breaks the tackle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. And they'll take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed out the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
On now comes their punter. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out of the 4. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. So it's a win for the Texans. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.